Welcome back to the piano studio of Lisa Bailey. We are continuing our series on the circle of fifths, and this time we are working on our minor five-finger scales. So in the last video, we worked on the A minor five-finger scale, as well as learning the pattern of all minor five-finger scales. Today, we're going to dive into the next five-finger scale, which is E minor. Let's begin by reviewing whole steps and half steps and the pattern of a minor five-finger scale. So we talked about in the last video, half steps going from one note to the very next note with nothing in between. So you could start on this note and go down a half step, and you're going to be going to the next white key. And then if we start on this note and go up half step, it's this black note. Now remember, we also talked about two half steps make a whole step. So if we started on this note here, we want one half step, and there's our second half step to make a whole step. What if we start on this note here and make a whole step going up? Half step plus a half step makes a whole step. So that's really important to remember as we work on the pattern of a minor five-finger pattern. So let's review the A five-finger pattern before we move into the next one. So starting on our tonic, remember our tonic means our starting note in the five-finger scale that we're working on. So tonic, then we need a whole step, a half step, a whole step, and another whole step. It's the same for your left hand. So we start on our tonic, whole step, half step, whole step, and another whole step. All right, so that was your A five-finger scale. Remember to keep going back to that video and reviewing it, and check out the improv too. Those are always fun to do multiple times because they're different every time you do it. So our A five-finger scale started on A. Remember, this is our tonic. And the fifth note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, our fifth in A minor is an E. This is also called our dominant. So now on the circle of fifths, we move by fifths. So we started on A, now we're going up a fifth, and we're going to start on E. So this is going to be our E minor five-finger scale. Let's learn the pattern. Let's figure out the pattern for this five-finger scale. So the first thing we need is our tonic, which is E. Then we need a whole step. So watch this. Half step, and then a whole step. Right away we get a black key. So tonic, whole step, then we need a half step, then we need another whole step, and then we need a final whole step. So watch that again. Tonic, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. Good. All right, try that out a few times, and let's take a look at the left hand. So it's going to be the same notes, but we're starting with finger 5 on E instead of finger 1. We always want to have the bottom note be the tonic of the five-finger scale we're working on. So we start on our tonic, then we go whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. Good, so watch that one more time. Tonic, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. Good, so practice that hands separately a number of times, and when you're ready, we are going to try hands together. So both hands starting on E, here we go. Very good. That's all there is to it. Remember, you have your black key right here at the beginning, and the reason for that, remember, is because we need that whole step right at the start of this five-finger scale. Now let's try out some improvisation. Just like each of our videos previously and in the other series, you always want to start working on your improvisation without the accompaniment. So find your E five-finger scale and you can try out some stepping notes. You could do skipping notes. You could do long notes. You could also do fast notes. Whatever you want to do. Try out some different patterns, see what you like, and then when you're ready, come back to the video and we will do the duet together. Our accompaniment today is in 3/4 time signature. And remember to start on the E 5-finger pattern for this, the E minor 5-finger pattern. And I'm going to give you 2 measures of 3 beats so we can come in together. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Go back and try that again. Do it as many times as you like. It's a really cool accompaniment. I think you're going to have a lot of fun practicing that and trying out different things in your improvisation part. You are doing so fantastic. These minor 5-finger patterns are so much fun to learn. Remember to practice slowly and carefully with your hands separate until you learn the 5-finger scale really well. And then when you're confident with it hands separately, put your hands together. I'll see you in the next video.